Bachelor in Paradise. Which couple gets engaged in final ceremony? August 15th, 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bachelor Nation news fans. Bachelor in Paradise has a couple getting engaged in the final ceremony. Only one couple from this season is leaving engaged. Spoilers have come out about who was eliminated, who made the final two, and now who gets engaged in the end. There is a lot to unfold and uncover when it comes to this situation. Keep reading to find out more about this and who leaves with a ring. Bachelor in Paradise becomes all about money. Bachelor in Paradise revealed a shocking new twist that made fans think the show was all about money now. They revealed that the winner would get $500K. This left fans to think that the couples would stay together just to get the money. Viewers think they could be trying to be like Love Island with this new twist. This is something no one was happy about. However, fans can worry a little less as one couple does leave the beach engaged. True love seemed to find one of the couple who left them to start planning a wedding when they left. Who do you think that couple is? Keep reading to find out who got engaged. Which couple gets engaged in final ceremony? Spoilers ahead. The final two have been revealed to be Spencer and Jess alongside Alexi and Andrew. Reality Steve also revealed that one of the final two couples would be getting engaged. Jess and Spencer leave the beach engaged. This is shocking for fans to hear. However, they love that they have such a great connection. The two seem to still be together. Fans are wondering if this will end in a failed engagement or if it will work out in the long run. There is still more Bachelor in Paradise to come. However, hearing that there is a happy ending makes fans more excited. It seems as though Jess and Spencer leave the resort engaged. This is exciting news for everyone. Fans love Spencer and Jess together. However, it is shocking that only one couple made it to that point. Fans were worried that no true love would come out for the season after they revealed the $500K twist. However, it seems Jess and Spencer found that. What do you think about this? Are you shocked they got engaged? Sound off in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts on this situation and how you feel about the
setting
engaged
over the
couple.
glistening shores of the Mexican Riviera, painting the sand with streaks of orange and gold. The waves lapped gently at the shore, almost in sync with the racing hearts of the remaining contestants. The air was thick with anticipation, and something more. It wasn't just another cocktail party or a rose ceremony. This was the final ceremony, the moment every heart in paradise had been waiting for. Across the villa, laughter and nervous chatter filled the air as the final two couples prepared for the ultimate decision: engagement or heartbreak. Rumors had spread like wildfire all week. Who had truly found love? Who was playing games? And who would leave with a diamond ring? The calm before the storm. Jasmine could hardly keep still. She sat by the pool, fingers twisting the edge of her sun hat as she watched Blake laugh across the yard with the others. They had been inseparable for the last 3 weeks, sharing secrets, adventures, and moments that felt like stolen glimpses of a perfect world. But behind her smile, Jasmine felt the familiar pang of doubt. She had fallen hard for Blake, but Paradise was known for surprises, and every rose had a hidden thorn. Would he propose tonight, or would it all crumble before their eyes? Meanwhile, Blake was pacing near the beach, rehearsing lines in his head. "Jasmine," he whispered under his breath, "this is it. Say the right thing. Don't mess it up." The other couple. Across the villa, another couple sat together, equally tense, but radiating a different kind of chemistry. Harper and Cody had been the surprise favorites of the season. From their very first interaction, sparks had flown, igniting rumors and speculation among the other contestants. "Do you really think this will work?" Harper asked, tracing circles in the sand. Cody grinned. "It already has. We're just sealing the deal tonight." But as the sun dipped lower, shadows grew longer, and with them, the anxiety. Everyone knew Paradise could be cruel. Couples who seemed unshakable could fall apart with one wrong decision. Confessions and flashbacks. The producers decided to heighten the drama with one last twist, a series of confessions from the contestants. Jasmine and Blake were led to a secluded cabana, cameras capturing every laugh, every tear. "Blake," Jasmine began, "I've never felt this way before. You make me feel she trailed off, eyes glistening. Blake took her hands in his. Jasmine, I've been honest with you from the start, and I can't imagine walking away from this, away from you. Meanwhile, Cody and Harper were experiencing a parallel confession, though theirs had a hint of playful teasing. Harper giggled. You know, I never thought I'd actually fall for someone like you in paradise. Cody smiled, brushing a strand of hair from her face. I knew from the moment I saw you on that beach that this wasn't just a fling, and tonight it all makes sense. Tension mounts. Back at the villa, contestants and crew alike gathered on the white sand beach, lined with flickering tiki torches and a single elegant altar. The ocean shimmered behind them, reflecting a sky painted in deep indigo and gold. The host's voice broke the silence. Tonight, two couples will make the most important decision of their lives. Will they take the leap and get engaged, or will love slip away into the waves? Jasmine's heart thumped so loudly she was sure everyone could hear it. Blake squeezed her hand, whispering, "Whatever happens, I'm proud of us." Harper looked at Cody, her gaze steady but nervous. "Ready?" Cody nodded, though his knuckles were white from gripping hers. The first proposal. The moment of truth arrived. Blake knelt before Jasmine, the diamond sparkling as the last rays of sunlight kissed it. "Jasmine, from the moment I met you, I knew there was something extraordinary between us. Will you marry me?" Tears welled up in Jasmine's eyes. The world seemed to hold its breath. Every contestant, every crew member, every viewer at home knew the stakes. And then she said, yes. Cheers erupted along the beach, fireworks reflected off the ocean as Blake pulled Jasmine into a tight embrace. For a moment, it felt like paradise itself was celebrating their love. The second proposal. Now it was Cody's turn. He knelt, holding a ring as Harper's eyes widened in surprise. "Cody, you've made me believe in love again. Will you marry me?" Harper gasped, covering her mouth. The world seemed to slow as she processed the moment. With a radiant smile, she whispered, "Yes." The crowd erupted again, fireworks exploding in a perfect mirror of their emotions. Reflections and farewells. As the night wore on, both couples stood side by side, hands entwined, rings glinting in the torchlight. The host asked each couple to share their thoughts. Blake spoke first. "Paradise has tested us, challenged us, but ultimately brought us closer. Jasmine, I can't wait for the life we'll build together." Jasmine added, "I've never felt so sure about anything. This is real." Cody and Harper shared similar sentiments, laughing and crying in equal measure. "We came here looking for love," Cody said, "and we found it, in the most unexpected way." The final twist. Just when it seemed the night couldn't get any more magical, the host dropped a bombshell. Tonight, one last surprise, a bonus proposal opportunity for one more contestant. The crowd gasped. Could there really be another engagement? Would someone else join the newly engaged couples? The camera panned across the beach, capturing wide-eyed contestants as whispers rippled through the crowd. Paradise forever. As the night ended, Jasmine and Blake, Harper and Cody, and the entire villa celebrated under a canopy of stars. It wasn't just the end of a season, it was the beginning of something much bigger. Love had won, surprises had amazed, and paradise had delivered yet another unforgettable finale.
Love. Jasmine and Blake walked hand in hand along the shore after the ceremony, the sand cool beneath their feet. Jasmine laughed softly, recalling a moment from earlier in the season. "Remember when I slipped into the pool in that ridiculous outfit?" she said, giggling. Blake chuckled. "Yeah, and I saved you from almost drowning in tequila." Her laughter faded into a soft smile. "It's crazy how much we've been through in just a few weeks. I feel like we've lived a whole lifetime here." Blake nodded, his gaze steady. "Every heartbreak, every fight, every late-night talk, it led me to this moment, to you." Meanwhile, Harper and Cody were sitting under a tiki torch, wrapped in a shared blanket. Harper's mind raced with the events that had brought them together. She remembered the first time Cody had smiled at her, a grin so genuine it made her chest tighten. "I didn't think I'd ever find someone who gets me like you do," Harper whispered.
Cody brushed a loose strand of hair from her face. And yet, here we are, proving that love really can be unexpected. Rivalries and regrets. But not everyone was basking in happiness. Across the villa, former contestants watched from a distance, whispers echoing over the tiki-lit sand. "I can't believe Jasmine got the first proposal," muttered Lila, jealousy curling her words. "I thought Blake was mine to flirt with until the end." "Harper and Cody, of course they'd get engaged too," added another contestant, rolling her eyes. "They've been playing the perfect couple since day one." The bitterness in the air reminded everyone that Paradise was as much about personal triumph as it was about love. Behind every romance, there were whispers of betrayal, envy, and regret, fuel for the drama that made the show addictive. Unexpected twists. Just as the couples were beginning to relax, the host called everyone to attention. A hush fell over the villa. "Ladies and gentlemen," he began, "tonight's finale isn't over. One last contestant has been given the opportunity to propose to the person they've been pursuing in secret." Gasps erupted. Cameras captured wide eyes and anxious glances. The entire villa was on edge. From the shadows, a familiar face stepped forward. Ryan, a quiet but persistent contestant who had been in the background all season, quietly nurturing feelings for one of the finalists. I didn't expect this," Ryan stammered, "but I've realized that life's too short to not take a chance, so—" He knelt before none other than Harper. The crowd erupted into chaos. Harper froze, staring down at him. Cody stepped slightly forward, tension rippling through his body. Jasmine grabbed Blake's arm, heart pounding with shock. Hearts on the line. Harper's eyes flickered between Cody and Ryan. The island was alive with whispers and speculations, everyone wondering what her choice would be. Ryan's voice was steady now. "Harper, I know I may be late to the party, but I love you. Will you give me a chance?" Cody's jaw tightened, but he stood still, letting Harper speak for herself. "Ryan, this is unexpected, but—" She turned to Cody, her eyes softening. "Cody, you've been my rock, and I've realized that our love is real and true." Ryan's face fell, but he nodded, stepping back gracefully. The villa exhaled collectively as Harper pulled Cody into an embrace, reaffirming the engagement they had already joyfully celebrated. Celebration and reflection. With the tension resolved, the final moments of the evening turned to celebration. Fireworks exploded in the night sky, reflecting off the ocean like shards of gold. Jasmine and Blake danced barefoot in the sand, laughing as their rings caught the light. "I can't believe this is real," Jasmine said, resting her head against Blake's chest. "Me neither. We earned this. All the ups and downs led us here." Harper and Cody joined in the festivities, spinning in the sand as their laughter mingled with the ocean breeze. The villa had transformed into a haven of love, joy, and the promise of the future. Behind the cameras. Backstage, producers and crew reflected on the season. "This finale has more twists than any season I've seen," one producer remarked. "Two solid engagements, jealousy, surprise proposal, ratings will skyrocket." Contestants who didn't make it to the final ceremony watched the live feed with mixed emotions: relief, envy, and admiration. They knew they had witnessed something extraordinary, love in its most dramatic, vulnerable form. The morning after. The next morning, the villa was quiet, the waves gently lapping against the shore. Jasmine and Blake sat on the balcony of their villa room, sipping coffee and watching the sunrise. "I can't wait to tell everyone back home," Jasmine said, her eyes sparkling. Blake smiled, pulling her close. "Let's savor this moment first. Paradise may be over, but this, us, is forever." Harper and Cody shared a similar quiet moment by the pool, reflecting on the whirlwind that had brought them together. They held hands, hearts still racing, ready to face the world together. Lessons from Paradise. The season may have ended, but the lessons remained. Love wasn't always simple. It could be messy, unexpected, and full of surprises. But when it was real, it was worth every heartbreak, every doubt, every dramatic twist.
For Jasmine and Blake, and Harper and Cody, Paradise had delivered what they had come seeking: love, engagement, and the promise of a future they could build together. Who gets engaged? As the credits rolled, viewers everywhere debated, cheered, and cried along with the couples. Jasmine and Blake, sealed with a heartfelt proposal, laughter, and fireworks. Harper and Cody surprised the audience with a playful, emotional journey culminating in engagement. Ryan, the wild card who reminded everyone that timing and courage are everything. In the end, Paradise wasn't just about who got engaged. It was about the courage to take a chance on love, even when the waves threatened to pull it under. And for these four hearts, the paradise had never felt more real.